Welcome to Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. It's Monday, May 9th. I'm GHK Lal on the National Outlook. Well, we have a full week ahead, my brothers and sisters. No holidays this week. We had 2 last week. And so here we are now. I hope that you took things in stride and you're ready for a full school and work week. This week we are going to talk a lot of things that has a relation to politics. Don't like doing it. Some of it is oil related, but it's necessary that it be done on the National Outlook. Most of them, if not all of them, are from last Friday's Kaieteur news. First, Glenn Lal exposes Jagdeo's double standards. Yet to release oil production reports, but while in opposition accused coalition of being secretive. My fellow Guyanese, you know, I know. We know somebody, we may have done it ourselves, who always know what is wrong, who know what has to be, what are the fixes, what are the solutions, what has to be done right. Might be a game, might be the workplace, might be your brother-in-law or a neighbor or a good friend. And they tell you, oh, you got to do X, Y, and Z, and A, B, and C. And that's good, up to a point. When you now turn, their chance comes up, or you turn and hand that task over to them, it's a different story. What they were calling for, what they said you should have been doing and they would be doing, they failed to do so. And this is what Mr. Lal, the publisher of Kaieteur News, has been saying in the newspaper and on his radio program. The double standards of the vice president. When he was in opposition, oh, he was up in arms. He was standing on the table and pounding on the lectern. And this has got to be done, and this has got to be done. And the government, the coalition government made some serious, massive blunders. Make no mistake with this oil, so there's no defense of that. And all the things he was going to do, remove the secrecy and be open with the Guyanese public. Now, anyone can do that. Critics can do that. The people who criticize can do that. But ask them to go on the other side of the coin, the positive side, and to execute what they were calling for, and it's another story. And this is the story with the vice president, where he said he knows what should be done, what would be better for Guyana, but he hasn't done it. So it's easy to stir up people on social media, in the media, mainstream media, by dropping these hot potatoes in their laps. It's like the guy who hollers fire in the crowded cinema or the crowded marketplace, and then he disappears. When you ask him to step up and to take on the responsibility, which has happened with the vice president, the same things or worse continue. It's a double standard. We have lived with it in our lives. We know people who have done so to us or in our area where we operate, and we end up with the same story, sometimes worse than that. Look at what the vice president did when he was in opposition. I encourage you, whether you're a supporter or someone who disbelieves in him, and compare that to what he's doing today. What he did then and what he's doing now speaks for itself. It's the same thing. It's not worse. I'm GHK Lal on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. Thank you for listening to the National Outlook.